Hey, look at that. It even broadcasts right across the whole screen. You were live. That's going to be something new on StreamYards. I've never seen that before. But then again, usually I'm not looking over there at that page anyway. So here we go for another Wednesday night live chat. Hey, and it's actually new pin chat. You can now pin a message to the top of your live chat for viewers to read. Click any message to pin it. Use the option menu to unpin it. Why would you pin a message in the live stream? That just doesn't make any sense. Hey, Container Man, how are you, buddy? And Steve87 PSAP, nice to see you dropping in. And I recognized you right away. Dwight Curley, how are you, bud? And you got to do a follow-up video about your house and the windstorm and all that stuff. And if you did, let me know because I missed it. So, and we got John number 2 at Schuylkill River Valley. Evening, Sparky and everyone. That's a good way to do that, eh? Just say, and everyone. Then you're off the hook. Of course, there's only a few people here, so. We got Caboose 121. Still got your prize behind me, buddy. And same with Mark of Stu Structures. Haven't been to the post office yet. Haven't actually put it in a box yet either. So, but you guys will get your prizes. This COVID, or showstopper thing's really ramping up around here. So again, I'm off to work and I'm off to home. I try not to do too much of anything else. Barnabas Junction, Frank Near, Chasco. I don't know why I just sang that. I don't know. Maybe I'll take up singing later. But hey, how are you, Chasco? Nice to see you. We got Steve Hillers and Kyle Stevens. How are you, bud? And Dawson's Railfan Adventures. I joined a model railroad club and diving into DCC. Well, that's a great way to get into DCC. That is for sure, bud. You don't have to actually commit to a system of your own, and you learn their system and then pick one. But most people, when they join a club, that's the system that they go with too. So that works out pretty good. And we got Jack. Hey, how are you, bud? Popped in pretty early. And we got Rach Griffs. Very nice to see you, my dear. Dwayne's Fork and Spoon. And we got Heath from Humanity Junction saying hi. Sean McGee, Frank Near, and Dwayne's Fork and Spoon, Jack, Fred Wilds, Dwight Curley. Seen a few of these already. Marty M, there's a new one. Well, you're not new, actually, but you're new to the... See, I read this, it's slow. I read that, it's right on time. Or, I don't know. Maybe it's just me that's slow. Anybody answers that the wrong way, I'll kick you out right now. Just letting you know. Mystic Southern Railway, how are you, bud? And hi D-Ho, Sparky, and all. Hey, that's one way to do it. And we got Joe Rader, Black Rock Central Railroad. How are you? And New Fenris Railroad. And I like how everybody always says New Ferris Railroad. It's not. You guys got to read it. New Fenris Railroad. Just saying that. Because I still see on his videos or live streams or whatever, people still saying Ferris. So, all right, everybody saying hi. Slow bus. Hey, Container Man, I can kick you out. And people pay to get on this slow bus, buddy. I do. Slow buses are more fun. So yeah, Sean McGee saying hi to everybody. Humanity Junction saying hi to New Ferris. Oh, sorry, he did say New Fenris, so I can't make fun of him. And Rachel saying hi to Schuylkill River. Human just dropping in before bed. Being very busy today. Are you already in your PJs, Rachel? Not that I've seen that. RDNT, Howie, how are you, bud? And you at the cottage, are you at home? And any news on when the theaters are going to start open, Randy? Because I want to go to a movie. And if I got to go all the way to yours to book it and get a good seat. And maybe you can set me up with some free popcorn. Who knows? So, oh, boy. And we got Shane Real Girlfriend. Okay, guys. I know moderators are out there, so you guys know what to do just in case of whatever. So, but nice to see you, Shane Real Girlfriend. Thanks for popping in. A little bit of a new name. Hopefully you like model trains. Well, model train talk for tonight anyway. I don't show too many. I do actually have a train running tonight. Be on the Helix every once in a while. I've only got one. I tried for two, and yeah, that's just not going to work. So I gotta start paying attention. And just can't do that if I'm over here. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So just bought some new models. Can't wait now. Well, Kyle, you got to throw up a video on what you got. And then if you got to build them or not, and then show us the progress on that. And then when you get them on a layout, you got to show us that. Okay, there's 3 different videos you can do right there, bud. No pressure, though. No pressure at all. So, so everybody's still saying hi to everybody. And I do have some notes for tonight. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure with this person that we're going to be talking to tonight, and everybody already knows because it's in the title of the chat. So when Heath gets up here, probably won't be looking at my book much. You guys will be bombarding him with questions. And I'm sure there'll be really good questions too. So super chats from last week. Got to say thank you very much for ContainerMan68. Twice. You're awesome, buddy. And I think it's just because you like the pigtails. That's it. So, and Lehigh River Subdivision, Caboose 121. And his message was helping you out for more contests. And yeah, guys, the super chats and the super stickers you guys do, they also don't go to me. They go right back into the pot for postage and buying more contests and getting more stuff out to you guys. So just keep that in mind when you're doing the super chats and super stickers. I love putting on the wings and having a good time and doing it. But again, it all goes right back out to you guys later on. So unless, of course, you guys send me one that says, hey, Sparky, you should actually keep this money. You can try that too. I wouldn't mind a tip. Yeah, okay. K Flan, the Rail Fan. Nice to see you, bud. And thanks for the super chat. Grandpa Rails, Andy Ambrose, and we had Rick Bailey last week. So very cool for you guys. Drink to that one. And it's not water this time. Iced tea. The Train Freak, how are you? And at home theaters are open. Last day at the theater is October 7th. New full job. Oh, really? Awesome, bud. And send me some messages on that. Love to catch up and see what you're getting into. But Randy, congratulations, bud. Slow bus or straight jacket? Take the slow bus there, Container Man 68. Thank you very much, buddy. And that's weird how it shows up over here, but it didn't show up over on YouTube for once. I don't know. That was kind of weird. I like it, though. Thank you, bud. Awesome. So without further ado, you guys are still saying hi to everybody. Shane's real girlfriend. Okay, I'm going to bed. Got to work tomorrow. Bye, can't be up. Good work, man. Well, thanks for popping in, bud. Like I said, you're a new bit of a channel. Hopefully some people out here can check out your channel and see what you're all about. So, hey, Mandy Fandras, how are you, bud? Very cool. Yeah, I'll give you this one. And again, I'm not sure. They're not showing up over there for some reason. It's kind of weird. Maybe they will later. Or maybe I'm just seeing things and they're not really there. That could be too. But anyway, still love the wigs. So, well, like I said, you guys are still saying hi to everybody, and I think Heath is there. I'm not sure. Well, maybe. I know his logo's up. He might come back after we see his logo. Oh, there he is. He's not going to put his logo up. Hey, there are you. Yeah. Like I scared you.
I tried 3 different browsers. I've tried 2 different YouTube accounts, and I still can't get the chat to work outside of StreamYard.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was really weird because StreamYards has shown the 2 super chats already, and the one just showed up over on YouTube, and that was Container Man's. So I don't know if I'm seeing things before other people are seeing things, or YouTube's really, I don't know. Rach Griff, as always. Yeah. So I don't know which one's faster. But hey, my chat does not seem to be working. That's Andy Ambrose. Is anyone else in chat freezing? Yeah, see, that's what I mean. So yeah, the StreamYards one's still very jumpy. And the YouTube one's moving, but it's not showing. See, now I got 2 from Container Man for super chats. So I don't know. Do you do a live stream reminder tonight, Sparky? No, I didn't, Sean, because if people can't remember that Sparky 107 has been going live now for 3 years at 7 p.m. on a Wednesday, I give up. Or maybe I just keep forgetting to do the live stream. So YouTube chat keeps stalling. So maybe YouTube's trying something different. I'm not sure. But I haven't tried anything different. Heath, what are you doing different?
We were talking earlier too, saying there aren't going to be any gremlins tonight, and of course the chat's all messed up.
Yeah, well, you said that, not me. I'm used to the gremlins. But whenever you go into a live stream or anything else, you always get blamed for it anyway. So
Pretty much.
So I'm in for a world of hurt tonight, is what we're saying.
Probably.
Yeah, great.
Probably.
Yeah. So everybody, this is Humanity Junction. Nice to meet him and everything else. We'll put him back down in the basement. Maybe. Yep. All right. So that was the interview with Heath. Hope everybody can go check out his channel and subscribe to him. He's going to be doing some live streams every once in a while. He's part of the, well, I'll let him, I'll explain it. We'll get him back up here. We got to at least give the guy a chance. So,
although it says Sparky 107 107.
Hey, maybe that's what's screwed up. You're my name and I'm your name. That's, oh man, this is already backwards. I made it to a Wednesday night, been a while, and that's Joey Buzak. Nice to have you popping in, Joey. There's Jerry Satarelli in there. Sorry if I missed anyone. Hello again. No need to say hi again. Okay, well, hi to you anyway. So Dominic's Trains SD45 doing a test. Well, hope your test works. Tom's Trains and Things. There's our 2 chat boxes. Really? I only see one. Oh, Container Man, number 2, now number 3. Give this to human to buy hairspray or to grow some hair on his blind spot. Well, in that case, I'll just cover my blind spot up or make one. Maybe I can look like you a little bit. See, I think the top of your head just looks like a baseball. So that's as close as I can get.
Top of my head looks like a baseball, or Container Man 68's head looks like a baseball.
No yours. Your camera's always above you looking down.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to cover up the double chin.
Oh. Well, every time you look down, it looks like we're going to start pitching a baseball or something. So,
because I am.
Okay, leave that alone. Heath is totally innocent victim here. I don't think so. He gets blamed for it all, always. So he's got to be part of it. Alex Brockway, how are you, buddy? Nice to see you popping in. Been a bit. And you guys still got to send me a Facebook message on what you guys were talking to me about before. Let me know how that's going. Fred Wild, here comes more chat. All right. So it's jumpy is what we're getting to. Chris Mitchell, I set an alarm for a reminder to join the chat. Me too. I almost missed it today. So, but thanks, Container Man. Oh, go for it, bud.
I was saying my chat's still from 7:04 p.m. and hasn't moved, no matter what I try.
Yeah, mine's at 7:12 on YouTube and 7:12 at StreamYard. So, what time is it? 7:14. So I'm 2 minutes behind too. So, who knows? But I got questions for you. The videos and audio is obviously still working. So, and if the chat's slow, well, that just gives me a better chance to actually read it. So it might be good. Who knows? But before we get going too much into you, we got to remember that Michael McCarville will be live right after my show. So he's in here somewhere. When the chat actually moves, you can see him. And check out his channel right after mine for his live stream. Always a good place to hang out. And we got Flying Mochair Man 1. I always screw up that name. I know I do. I should probably write it down and sound it out like my grade school teachers used to tell me. Chat went crazy on Rachel at Crew there. How are you guys seeing this? And, well, I don't know. It's moving over there. Now I just got Container Man number 2. Now number 3, give human some more money for his hair. So that's how, I don't know. They're screwed up. So I'm going to continue on. If I see any questions, Heath, if you see any questions for you, you got to keep moving. But you need the smoke behind you or something. Every once in a while you stop and I think, oh, great. Did I lose the guy? All I can see is the top of his head again.
I'll keep swaying back and forth.
Yeah. Now it looks like you should be driving the short bus.
Well, you know.
No,
you gotta do.
I don't even know if you have a license. You keep talking about, I take a cab here, subway there, train over there. Got to jump on another subway.
I have a car and a motorcycle license, but no
car or motorcycle.
Yeah, no bus.
But no bus. Okay. The last chat message I seen was at 004. So Barnabas, you're way behind. You guys might have to hit refresh every once in a while, but who knows? Chat real jumpy. I'm gonna say it's YouTube side of it because last thing.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried 3 browsers and it didn't help, so I don't think there's much more I can do at that point.
No, I said it's got to be part of the YouTube thing. Then if they're screwing up that bad, because StreamYard's at 7:14, but StreamYard's is always jumpy. So, all right, let's get right into this. How did you come up with your logo? And if you want to show us your logo first, and then explain how you made that up.
So I actually have a friend that's very artistic, and she's done a couple other logos. And when all this showstopper stuff started,
I don't know if that's a new one or not. I'm just going to start putting eggs on.
No idea. It says 716, so it's newish. So she had done a couple other logos and stuff, and when all the showstopper stuff happened, I kind of realized that I had to switch up my logo, or I didn't have to. I wanted to switch up my logo. I wanted something a little bit more interesting. And we talked about adding people to the logo, but then when it actually came down to it, we ended up with the H with the city. So it sort of just came out of a collaboration between myself and my friend who really did all of the heavy lifting with the design. And I agree, it's YouTube, it's not Heath.
I'm still going to blame you through it, but no, I agree too. YouTube's obviously trying something else. So I know YouTube they don't like the other entities, I guess you could say, like StreamYards or anything else, right? They don't like Patreon. So they're trying to take a chunk out of everything. So when something works too well, and YouTube figures it out, it's like, oh, well, I got to screw that up for you guys, and maybe you'll come back to us. So hopefully that's all it is, but who knows? So
it sounds like from Flymo Chairman 1, he's saying that Rachel from Minnie Winston?
Yeah.
However you say her. Yeah.
I just say Rachel.
Yeah. That she was having problems too, so.
Oh, Andy was in there too. Thanks, Andy. I missed yours, buddy. Does this work as I can only now see my own chat? Oh, wow. Really? Well, yes, Andy, it did work. And thank you very much, buddy, for the, I can't even tell you if it's super chat or a super sticker, but obviously it's a super chat. You put words to it. So, yeah. Oh, and we got TSG Multimedia in here. Looks like the chat is working for me. Well, of course it is. You're perfect. So nice to see you in here, John. And we were talking about you a little bit at the start of the show and how you should be really picking on Heath tonight and his lighting effects. So, yeah, step back. Yeah, Heath, step back and then come back again. Yeah, see how that really changes the camera, the lighting in this? Like, look at that. Hey, come back here. Yeah. Oh, now we're going to show off his shirt. I get it.
I figured if I was gonna step back, I figured I'd take a moment here to there's nothing in it. It's a problem.
I really like your shirt. So that's really cool. So and yeah, my Teesprings is back up and running thanks to Heath. I reached out to him and said, hey man, if you got some free time, can you do my design? So it's my actual design that I got on my gray shirts where it's as seen on YouTube's follow Sparky and then my logo and stuff on the back. Heath actually made that possible on Teespring. So if that's the shirt you guys are looking for in the sizes, you just go over to the Teesprings. Ralph was putting it up there, so maybe he can throw it up again. So, but yeah, check it out, guys. I'm kind of excited. I wouldn't mind going there and buying a couple things now too. So I didn't see any masks on there though, but so
we can definitely add those.
There you go. So I almost missed out podcast week and I'm in the middle of an edit. I like this stylish background, and I'm really glad he's wearing pants.
Boy, that would have been embarrassing if I backed up and I wasn't wearing pants.
Yeah, a little bit. LJL Rail Yard saying hi to everybody. James Galton's here. Cool shirt. BN Brett's popped in. How are you tonight? Must be talking to you.
I'm great.
There you
I'm
go.
doing fantastic.
Oh, and TSG's jumped on the bandwagon for me too. Thank you very much, John. My Teesprings account's popped in the chat there. So if it ever shows up in everybody else's chat, click on it, guys. Check it out. And I don't know. You can throw up Heath's Teespring too if you can find it, or Heath can do it. He can type and share his Teesprings if he wants. And you guys can check out these really cool shirts that he's wearing. So that'd be really awesome.
I don't know if I could find the link right now, but
well, I hate to see you do two things at once. So
I might break something if I try and do two things at once.
Yeah, well, with the mic that close, probably be your nose.
Could be. It's big enough. I'd probably bump it on something.
So we answered that one of how you came up with your logo. But Humanity Junction, just if people want to find out how you came up with your name, what video is that? Because you do have a video of that.
It's episode number 9.
And that's all we're going to say about that because it's been beat like a dead horse.
If you go to my homepage, it's the first thing that pops up. So
yeah. I don't want to hear
it.
Professor Grimm, nice to see you, buddy. Popping in, saying hi. Really lagging now. Yeah, so I have heard. I'll try not to talk with the stud dirt. That would be kind of mean, I guess. So, okay, Heath, back to you. I'm just going to stare at you if you can chat alone. What scale do you model?
I model N scale, but I do also have HO and G scale stuff down in storage.
So why do you model N scale then?
Because my workbench is 30 inches by 50 inches, and I didn't feel like I could do what I wanted to do in HO scale. And I'd done some N stuff back in the day, back in the mid 80s. So I knew about the scale. I didn't want to do Z scale because that's just way too small, and I thought N would be a good compromise for what I was trying to do.
Well, you could be like a normal person and just move to the spare bedroom.
Whose spare bedroom?
Everybody's got a spare bedroom.
Yeah, I wish I did.
You don't have a spare bedroom?
No.
Oh.
I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment in New York City. I'm, behind me is our living room. To my right's our kitchen. So I'm kind of in the middle of everything right here.
I get you. Well, that's probably a reason to go N scale then.
There ain't no spare space around here.
So TSG wants the meat, potato, and vegetables right off the bat. Tell us about your channel and what are you going to do with it? He just can't wait for me to actually ask the questions to get there, right?
Yeah. That's a big question. So I initially started the channel because I was in AV when the Showstopper started, and now that it's here, there's not very much AV work, so I ended up being out of work, and this was an opportunity to learn some new skills, play around with some stuff, and model railroading was something I had just gotten back into in December of 2019 for Christmas, so I thought that would be a great subject, and it kind of expanded a lot more than I expected it to. I thought it was just going to be a little thing that I did for, I agree, Roy, N scale Union Pacific Evanston subdivision. I did pick the best scale.
For your circumstance, I will say yes, you did.
I'll probably have both. When I can, when I have the space, I'll probably do some sort of layout that incorporates both, using some sort of forced perspective thing where make the HO stuff appear closer and the N scale stuff appear farther away, so that I can have the best of both worlds. As far as where the channel's going, I'm just I love the tech side of things, so I'm continually trying to up the tech of it. I've got a camera here that I'm using something called Siphon to connect up to OBS, blah, 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 technical stuff. I want to be able to add in more cameras so I can do some more camera switching, get some more different angles and stuff like that. I definitely want to do some more sort of Friday running trains type of thing, sort of more of just a relaxed kind of hang out, do some work, have people just chat type of thing. And also still just keep putting out videos. I'm trying to make videos that are short, to the point, but hopefully are, informative. So,
All
Dave,
right. All right. Seen enough of you and heard enough. Jeez, come on. You can't give it all away. I got a pile of questions I have to ask. If you answer it all in one, we'll have to end the show.
you told me what some of them were, so I'm just answering them.
I know. You're not supposed to know. People are supposed to think this is a surprise on the spot. So,
Oh, sorry. My mistake.
yeah, well, we'll just delete that last part that you just said. That's all. So,
Sounds good.
John, you're just going to have to wait for the rest of it. So, this sucks because you just answered half of it.
Now, what questions are you to ask?
What came first, the trains or your YouTube channel?
Definitely the trains. When I was a kid, I would plug a lamp cord into the outlet and then touch the ends together that I had cut off just to trip the circuit breaker, just because I thought it was fun. So a lot of my train stuff that I did even as a kid was all about the wiring and just sort of that kind of side of it. So I got back into it in December. By February, I had started my first module. And then, when things hit, I was kind of left with trying to figure what the heck I was going to do during my days. And this is what ended up happening.
So what can people find basically on your channel? Earth to Heath. Are you there?
Yeah. Michael McCarville saying YouTube issues are reported on downdetector.com. So YouTube is having issues. It's not us.
Yeah, good. I still blame
you. Please repeat the question, sir.
Of course. So what can people find on your YouTube channel? What kind of information can they find?
Would you please use that word in a sentence for me?
I just did. What?
I thought this was a spelling bee.
Yeah.
So the channel's primarily pre-recorded videos, short, concise videos, mostly of things involving like lighting or wiring or DCC. But I do also have some scenery stuff. More recently, I'm getting into live streams, so I'm trying to keep somewhat of a balance between pre-recorded and live streams. What'd you lose back there?
Nothing. I just can hear it going around the top deck, so I'm just making sure it's still going, all of it. Like I said, first night in about 2 weeks, really having trains running, so it's kind of nice to hear every once in a while. So.
Yeah, I love the sound of the trains running. And one thing that I'm conflicted about, because while I like DCC sound, I also just like turning the sound off and just hearing the trains run.
Yeah. And John, the link you're popping up, I just clicked on it too, and it says, oh, we couldn't find the page you were looking for. So, and that's Teesprings. But I don't know, if you guys go there and then just hit Sparky 107, maybe it'll pop up. I don't know. So, technical difficulties all the way around.
Yeah.
Dang. But what do you do? So here's, what made you start posting videos?
It's something I thought about for a long time, but it was really, I'm not very good at sitting around doing nothing. Well, I should change that. I'm very good at sitting around doing nothing. I just can't do nothing for very long. So, it gave me an outlet. So, yeah, it was just kind of, it's funny. We're all getting all these side messages about the internet being down and stuff. And now my chat's scrolling. So I don't know what's going on.
Mine's at 7:27. So.
Yeah, mine's at 7:28. Container Man just said HO rules, N is not a scale.
They're all scales, and we all have fun with them. So,
I am definitely a proponent of model railroaders, no matter what the scale.
For sure. The way I kind of look at scale is it's just how close you hold your camera.
Exactly.
So.
It's actually funny you say that. I just pulled out a Pelican case of some of my other my older Canon camera equipment, and I'm going to hook up a camera with a macro lens on it, and I'm going to put it at track height so I can try and get that really close up shot. so my end scale will look like it'll look like end scale.
Yeah, no doubt. So yeah, we do have Roy in the chat, N Scale Union Pacific Evanston Subdivision. We got Chris Mitchell, Ralph Greenwood, the Andy Mano. I'm with you both on the sound thing. Hopefully the sound's okay too. Timothy is in here, Warwick Road Andy, and anybody else I missed? Melvin. Oh, put both your names together and I get Melvick.
Michael Thornton.
Yeah,
Thornton.
just popped up. That's the last one I got on there. So, hi Sparky from Miami, Florida. And then we got Crazy Joe in the other chat. And Chris Mitchell's over there. Timothy. Yep. So I think, James Galton. Yep. So I think we're floating.
I'm just laughing because StreamYard will advance and then it'll get stuck.
Yeah.
And then YouTube will start advancing, then it'll get stuck. And it's like I can't figure out which one to look at.
We got Georgia Sunbelt in here saying hi, you guys. Highland Husky Mooch Squad all of a sudden popped in. There's Crazy Joe, 67. And we got Vinny's in here somewhere because he just sent me a text saying, hey, I'm in your chat, say hi. So, g'day, BNSF 6951. And hopefully tonight after my live stream, Michael McCarville's show goes a lot better than this one. Never know. So,
yeah, we'll find out.
Get the crap fixed up. So, but yeah, just a shout out to the Andy Mayo. Check out his channel, guys. Copy and paste, throw it in there. He's got a really awesome Conrail layout. So, just saying. Might have something to do with Conrail, why I like it. So
I definitely think it must have something to do with me because it does seem to happen when I'm around. So,
well, I put you back in the basement, but then I'd run out of stuff to say. So
you can talk to yourself.
I do that all the time. So no sense of doing it here too.
That's by far the weirdest thing about doing live streams is you're essentially talking to yourself to a camera, and you think people are out there, but for all we know, they're just bots talking back. It's definitely weird.
Well, definitely see, unlike you though, I've met Barnabas Junction, I've met TSG Multimedia, so I know I at least have 2 friends in the chat. The rest could be bots, but Sean McGee I've met too, and there's quite a few here I've actually met because of my YouTube meet and greet. So. But yeah, for you, they're probably bots.
Yeah, probably. Anyone that knows me is a bot.
Yeah. But no, I get what you're trying to say. When I first started the live streams, it was pretty hard to actually talk without stopping to read to make it a conversation. You got to keep the flow going at all the times. And the chat just becomes something as more of a filler when you're doing a live stream, actually. So, but yeah I get that. So, your channel's growing pretty fast, at least on normal circumstances for most of us. It doesn't grow that fast. So why do you think that is?
I think one reason is just because I'm working at it. I'm spending probably a lot more time than I should on YouTube. Getting on other people's chats, getting into conversations, commenting on people's videos, being a part of the community. Trying to not be trying to think of how to say this without saying the word, but an a-hole person. Can I say that? I don't know if I could say that without it getting demonetized.
Not without me booting you.
Yeah, so I think it's a lot for me just about being a part of the community, and I think this time period helps a lot because I think a lot more people are looking for things to watch.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a combination of things, but it's also that I'm working at it. I'm definitely, I am real.
Yeah, I found your first friend.
Yeah. Can you see what Crazy Joe said? 2 comments down.
2 comments down?
From Brett. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. That was after though Crazy Joe also said this first. So
I missed that part.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty amazing to be able to actually I've actually met and then actually connected with a lot of people too. I mean, I wouldn't say a lot of people, but there are several people that I've had personal conversations outside of this format.
Yeah. So just before we go any farther with that, because you said because you work at it. Now I want to clarify that right away because you did kind of explain it afterwards. So I want to throw it out there real quick because a lot of us work at it. We grow slow. Vinny's one, I'm one, and there's a couple other channels like TSG was basically this year, just last year, he just ballooned right into the channel he is today. I don't know what it does for it, but when you say you work at it, what you're basically trying to say is you're part of the community. You get your name out there. You're in the live streams. You're watching people's videos. You're making the comments and you're participating.
Yes, exactly. And um, in my opinion, I'm even though it's virtual and there are people out there that say you can't build virtual relationships, it's like I'm really focusing on actually trying to build a relationship with the people that watch my channel and the people whose channels I watch. I've also been very lucky that I've gotten some shout outs from some YouTubers with some much larger channels, and that definitely helps. There have been moments where I've been stuck for a week or so at the same subscriber number, and I just keep posting videos, keep interacting with people, and you know people have noticed, luckily.
Mhm.
And I think yeah, I'd love to turn this question around though and actually ask other people too. It's like I don't know why my channel grew as opposed to other people's channels that are working at it also. I don't think my information is any better, different, whatever than a lot of people. I am trying to make it, in a sense, I'm making the videos that I would want to watch and that would allow me to understand it. So I'm hoping that it's easily accessible to others. But at the end of the day, I don't know why it's working. I mean,
Yeah, no, I will mention that too. Like you mentioned the shout outs from the bigger channels. And you went through about 2 weeks there where almost every big channel was giving you a good shout out.
yeah.
So yeah, your name got out there very quickly. And then being part of Tom's Trains and things too.
Yes.
And where you first started all the trouble on YouTube. So
Yeah, Tom's Trains and Things was an interesting night. I forget the exact numbers, but I went from like something 89 to like breaking the 100, going up to something 09, and then going back to 89, all within the 1 hour of his live stream. So I think the other side of it is your point is hat.
yeah, I think she's saying you need a hat.
Oh,
It's that baseball I was talking about earlier.
it's my little halo. Uh, yeah, so I don't really know why I'm growing. I think a lot of it has to do with the time, and the time that I have to spend on it. I mean, you look at some channels that have been doing this for 2 years, but they've also had a full-time job and a family and all kinds of other stuff as well. So like you can't really compare my growth to their growth. Um,
Yeah, every channel is definitely different.
yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and a lot of it does have to do with how much time you do spend on YouTube. But I don't know. I'm going to actually try to spend a little less time on YouTube and see if I grow faster because people miss me.
It's actually interesting. I do find that my pre-recorded videos get me more subs, but my live streams are actually what's building then the relationships with people.
Yeah.
So I think having a good balance of both is actually helpful.
Yeah, I haven't posted a video in probably 2 months.
Yeah.
But I've started doing double, like back-to-back live streams, Sundays and Wednesdays. But giving up on the Sunday ones. I said that last Sunday that was my last Sunday live stream. So hopefully somebody takes the reins at 5 p.m. on Sundays and does some. But hey, every once in a while, maybe I can get there and watch. But I got to
Yeah.
start spending more time in the house too, instead of the train shed too. So
I can wait until you ask the question, or I could just answer. But
I'll get
people
there. I'll get there.
Okay, okay. I'll let you ask it.
Yeah. So live streams, how did you get started with those, and why are you going to start doing your own? Because you just started doing live streams, basically.
Yeah, I'm pretty new to live streams. I think I just did my fourth. Benny from Creative Rails. Well, I did a pre-recorded video basically called If I Was a Live Streamer. And I went through and set up OBS as if I was going to do a live stream, but never did a live stream. I like doing pre-recorded videos because I could edit out all the mistakes and all the stupid things in the videos so that, you know.
Oh, I missed it.
So I did that. So I had a structure set up. And then Benny from Creative Rails couldn't do his On Track Tuesday 1 week. And for some reason, he thought I would make a good replacement. So I said yes. And then for the week leading up to it, I basically, went to every channel I could and went to everybody I knew. And I said, hey, like I'm doing this live chat. And then about an hour before the live chat, I said, why in the world did I tell anybody that I'm doing this? People might actually show up.
So I just want to interrupt you there. We got the Engineer Hall, the Stupor sticker, and we got the Andy Anbo. So we'll throw the hat on for you, green hair on. And then I look at myself in the camera and I'm thinking, back in the day when there was cabooses, I swear to God, I saw this guy on the back of a Conrail with a cigar hanging out of his mouth, waving everybody as he went down the tracks. So keep going. Sorry, just had to do that.
No, all good. So Benny gave me the chance. I didn't think it went terrible, so I was kind of like, maybe I'll do this again. And then for some reason, this Sidetrack Sunday thing happened, and before I knew it, the team was formed, and now we're holding contests and doing all kinds of crazy things.
Here's one for you.
What part of Manhattan Railroad network do you like the best? So Manhattan has Amtrak is really the only sort of railroad. And then we have light rail, which would be the Metro North and Long Island Railroad. And then we have subways. I guess I would say my favorite part of Manhattan railroads would actually be the High Line. And/or there's something called the 69th Street Transfer Station. And they're two, they're no longer railroads. They're remnants of railroads. But the 69th Street Transfer Station is where the ferries would pull up and the train cars would be offloaded, put onto the tracks, and then they would go down the High Line down to the meatpacking district to be unloaded, which was the big merchants area. So I like that history of the railroad in New York, not so much any of the modern stuff.
Shannon's not getting a wig for that one. Unless you got one.
Hey, I mean, Shannon's just so easy to pick on that I kind of feel like since I'm here, I need to, just not say anything. So I'll just leave it at that.
Uh-huh.
But Shannon's an interesting story too, because like, who thought I'd be it's good. Who thought I'd be hanging out with somebody in Australia? It's like it's the weirdest thing that like we just get on, YouTube in the morning and work on projects together and chat about stuff to somebody halfway around the world.
Like you say, hanging out with somebody in Australia, but hanging out with a guy that looks like that, like look at that hair. And at least in this, he's got a bit of a haircut. Usually he's got that cowlick thing going at the top, but just saying. I think what he's really trying to say is, hey, Sparky, when are you going to get me up on your live show? He's jealous of you.
There's nothing to be jealous about. We're all here.
I know that.
It's all good. It's all good.
Oh. So yeah, that kind of brings me to the next part, the Sidetrack Sunday. So what is that?
Well, so if you want to know how it got started.
Well, here, I'm going to ask you the whole question so you can just take over for a bit. Where is it? When is it? Who is it? And what is it about? And what's your part in it? So yeah, what is it?
So Sidetrack Sunday is a live stream group similar to On Track Tuesday, except we're on Sundays. Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern. The first Sunday of every month is John. The second is myself. Sorry, I should probably tell you the whole channel name. The first is John from Schuylkill River Valley. Second week is myself. The third week is Jason, the Train Freak, and the fourth week is Ray Boble. Ray actually sort of started the whole thing, and you heard about that last week and how Sparky kind of got him into it. And there's a whole story behind how it expanded. And we actually have a contest going right now. And the contest is basically looking at the intros to all 4 of our September live streams. And Ray does a different intro for each person. And the contest is which is the correct intro, or which is the correct way that Sidetrack Sunday was founded. I have a video up. I believe Jason's might be coming up today. Ray's went up yesterday, and John from Schuylkill River Valley will have one, I believe, coming out tomorrow.
So which one's the right one?
I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
Good answer. I tried for you guys. I tried to make it easy. He just won't play.
The story was, I believe, actually told on your live stream. Not during Ray's, but I think it was told like a month or so ago. So the answer is out there. The true story is out there. It's just whether you spend as much time on YouTube as we do or not, as to whether you would have seen it.
It was my interview with him.
Yeah.
So okay, so keep going. So that's Who Is It? You got through that. Where, when?
What is it?
Yeah.
I did. What is it? Was there another part to the question?
What's your part in it?
My part in it is that I am the second Sunday of every month at 8 p.m. Live stream will be on my channel. So that's where you can, you will at least find me there once a month. And I think I'm going to do some, other little workshop live streams, but that'll be the guaranteed live stream.
So why would Ray pick you? Did you call him beg?
I don't know that I said that Ray picked me.
Huh.
That's part of the. I like how you tried to work that in there. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I like how you.
Ray's not here. Ray's not in the chat. I haven't seen him skip by yet.
Ray's not here, and the Train Freak are not here. So.
Yeah.
But I believe Schuylkill River Valley John is here. At least he was here in the oh, there he is.
Yeah, he's right there.
He just said, nice try, Sparky.
Yep. So I keep trying to get the answers for you guys, but he's just not going to bite. So
that last try was actually pretty good, though.
I thought it was going to sneak through.
yeah, it was close.
Oh boy. So your layout, you got some trains up and running. You did a live stream about that, kind of, sort of. I got to ask about your layout. Why did you go with such a technical, advanced way to wire your layout? Why couldn't you just have done plug and play? Even an NCE system, you plug in 2 wires to the track, put all the track together, your train runs. And you've got, I don't know, 200 wires on your N scale 3x2 layout.
Yes, I can run my layout with 2 wires. I can take the insulated joiners out, hook 2 wires up to the layout, and be done. The reason I'm making it as complicated as I can is because I'm being very optimistic that one day in my life, I will be able to have a bigger layout. And in my opinion, I have the time now, so it's a great time to sort of figure things out. And if I break something, it's on a much smaller scale, so it's much easier to handle. All of the wires are for block detection, and the reason I want to do block detection is because I want to do animation. And I want that when a locomotive enters a block, that it will be able to trigger things to either start and or stop. So the goal is to not just have trains run around, but to actually have the scenery kind of live and be a living element as well.
So do you want to go as advanced as computer programming? You can sit at a computer and your trains will run by what you program them to do?
I definitely want at least the I want there to be like a mainline train that can run on its own and, do various things. It would be kind of fun to, have certain scenarios that are automatic, but I do think ultimately it'll be absolutely be a combination of both. I don't think you can really just do 100%. I am more of a rail fanning kind of guy, though. So
In New York, you're a rail fanner.
no, well, I am a model railroad rail fanning guy, meaning I love seeing the trains, go through the scenes.
Well, the ones you do have made up, it does look pretty good, and it's very colorful, nice and autumn looking. So
yeah, these were the trees that were on sale, so that's what ended up on the layout. I don't.
Oh, and everybody, again, there's Michael McCarville in the chat, and he will be live right after I am done doing my live stream. We'll go right over to his. So, and we got Nate's HON3 East Broadtop Railroad saying hi to everybody. So, how are yous? Thanks for popping in. We got David Atkins popping in saying hi. And Woodworking with Amy was in here at some point. So, hello to you too. I think that was it. So, advice for people. Now, I always ask, if you're going to do live streams, what advice would you have for somebody? Now, you said you've only done 4 live streams, so obviously you're still looking for the advice. So let's go back a little bit different. Somebody starting out on YouTube, just starting to post videos, or just getting new into this community. What's your advice for them?
Just keep posting videos, but make sure that you have good audio. I think that people are much more forgiving with okay video than they are with bad audio. So it's something that I focused on a lot. I don't think I've figured it out yet, but when I started my channel, I basically had a lot of the video stuff, and I'm kind of making the video stuff work. Almost all of the video stuff I own is at least probably 5 years old or older. But the audio stuff is where I spent some money to try and get the best audio quality possible.
Yeah, getting a good mic really does help. The lighting is a big thing too. So,
yep, I bought. I went cheap on the lighting, but I did actually get lighting. I could not get the aperture wide enough. I couldn't get enough light into the camera to get a good image. And I bought 2. It was a kit of 2 LED soft boxes for like $95 on Amazon.
Okay, well, don't let this go to your head, but
yeah, I saw it and I appreciate it. Yeah,
but he's not saying anything about your lighting, is he?
that's true. That's true. But he did just say your audio is fine. I want him to say your audio is great, and that's kind of where that's still what I'm working on. That's still what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, I think it's $30 an hour, you can actually get him to give you a call, and he'll sit down with you for an hour and 5 minutes. He gives you 5 minutes free.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
And he can go over your whole set. So, but right now, he's
look who just got here. Oh, well.
Oh dear.
I don't know if you saw who popped in right before him.
That one?
Yeah, that's the one I was looking at.
Yeah.
Somebody must be done at the chiropractor.
Yeah, somebody told me I was asking questions, or someone told him. Better get in there.
Exactly.
Berkey's digging. Oh no. So what's next for your layout then?
I think the next thing I'm probably going to do is put some decoders in some locomotives. Get the loop.
Hold on here. Like this, we can't have this kind of stuff in the chat. Hey, Track Gang. Rainbow Bell, if you're going to come into my live streams, you cannot just talk to 4 people. You have to say hi to everybody, including me, the guy that's hosting the show. Not just the Track Gang. So maybe you want to take that message back and say hi to everybody.
Uh-oh. What's going on there, Sparky?
It's a 1-800 number, so I don't care. I'm sure it's you just won something, or don't forget the government's looking for you right now. So
yeah, I get a bunch of those as well.
Yeah, see, you might want to spend the $30 and get his professional opinion, because this free stuff is not very
It's
good.
not good. Not good.
Oh, it's great. But yeah, what's going to happen with your layout and your channel?
So I think the next thing I'm going to do is focus on getting some decoders and some locomotives and getting some stuff speed matched. My short-term goal is to basically be able to set up the layout quickly behind me and just let some trains run and then do some other stuff. So to do that, it's going to be decoders and speed matching and cleaning some track.
Yeah, I definitely got to get into the speed matching thing. I probably got like 50 locomotives and none of them run at the same speed. So
yeah. And I do have JMRI hooked up, so the speed matching shouldn't be too hard. But what I don't have is you have one of those AccuWhatever whatever speed things, and that would definitely make my life easier. But with a loop, you can make it happen.
all right, I'll give you another one.
Yeah. So my favorite railroad company, I like the sort of Northeast Railroad companies from the sort of New York Central, Penn Central, Pennsylvania Railroad.
Before you go too far into that, though, here's another person we got to kick out of the chat. Like, you can't take Rabel Bell's side. Like, that's just a no-no here. Like, we're not all part of the track gang. There's only 4 of those guys. I tried to be part of the bridge guys, and that only lasted 2 minutes. I got kicked out. I don't get that. So, oh, Ray, I do love you, buddy. Okay, go for it. It's all you again.
Okay. So I like what I say, New York Central, Penn Central, Pennsylvania Railroad, Lehigh Valley, like those sort of railroads, just because that's kind of Conrail's a little almost too modern for me. I don't, I mean, it's, I gotta go with Pennsylvania Railroad.
Yeah, I don't know what that guy was saying about Conrail and everything else, but like, if you don't like, Conrail's got to be the best company that was ever out there. So, hold on, he wants to say something else, I think.
I do have 2 Conrail BLI locomotives, so they are a part of my rolling stock. But as far as my favorite railroad goes, I really just like
that is actually a rule on live streams, guys. So.
I really just like more of the time in our history when the circuses traveled by train and when, before internet, before TV, there was radio, but in order for you to see things, it had to actually come to you. And a lot of things back in the day that happened through the railroad. So I like circus and carnival stuff. My dream layout would be a New York Central based layout where the New York Central pulls the freight out of the way, brings the circus train in, the circus sets up in the yard, and then everything loads back up. And Jason, that's a really great question. Would you like me to answer that for you?
Yeah, something tells me that's not going to happen. Well, keep
Tanner,
going.
man, I don't think that's that's an easy answer. Very easy answer.
Oh man, I like them. I like it. You put a wig on the lamp, it would be, hey, where are you going? Where are you going? Now you can really see the lamp there, Container Man. So, oh geez, nothing but good times for sure.
Absolutely. I wish I had Rod Stewart's money. I don't wish I had Rod Stewart's life.
Yeah, no doubt. But he's got trains.
He does. He does. Yeah.
Oh, we've got a bit of a poll going on in the chat now. That the chat's actually working. So
it was better when it wasn't.
Exactly.
There was a lot less harassment when it wasn't working. I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to say.
You just brighten up everybody's life.
Can't help it.
That's got to be what they're trying to talk about.
Probably. I think so.
Yeah, it's got to be. And the chat froze again. So, oh, right after Ralph said, "Lamp."
I think it just unfroze because it's about time for Michael to go live. So,
Well, the deal. Michael used to go live at 9, and him and I had a little talk, and he thinks it would be better to just go live right after I go live. So I could be over at 8, I could be over at 9, or any time in between, and he's happy with that. But no, tonight's not going to go too late because I wouldn't mind having other discussions outside of YouTube tonight. So
I'm just trying to get out of here unscathed. That's all.
yeah, I know you are. It's starting to ramp up now. So
It is.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
and of course I'm going to show them all. So
Of course. Of course, you have to. While you're showing that, though, you can keep going with the insults, but I do want to go back to a question that Joelle, Crazy Joe 67 asked. She asked if there's any switching yards in New York. And I'll answer that two ways. In New York City, there is no longer any freight that comes into Manhattan. There's a freight yard in the Bronx and there's a freight yard in Queens, but there's no actual freight in Manhattan anymore. Most of the freight that comes into Manhattan and even New York City now gets trucked in, either from a little bit farther up the river, up New York, and also a lot of it comes into New Jersey. You go over to an area called Secaucus. Secaucus used to be a swamp. They decided to build a bunch of warehouses on a swamp. So anytime it rains, it floods. I think Sparky's got flies.
No, train.
Yeah. But Secaucus is one of the areas that a lot of the freight comes into. So you can go to Secaucus and see a lot of intermodal trains in the yards over there.
Yeah, definitely be a lot of those there.
Yeah.
So one last question. You got a big date coming up on your channel with somebody else from New York. You want to tell us a little bit about that, when it is going to be?
Are you referring to Model Railroading Live?
Yes, I am.
The day after the U.S. election, which I think is November 4th, I will be on Model Railroading Live at 9 o'clock, being interviewed by Big Bill for Who's Big Bill Talking To. So, yeah. I like doing the interviews. It's kind of fun.
And so, again, why did Rabel Bell pick you?
Well, you see.
I mean, why did Big Bill pick you?
I don't know why Big Bill actually wanted to get me on back before I even had 100 subscribers. And I was like, hold on, let me at least get 100 subscribers. Let me at least sort of feel this thing out. And it just, I now I have to follow up with him because he's like, oh, you still want to come on?
Yeah, I know.
So I've been following up with him, but yeah, I just thought it's a good opportunity to be interviewed by different people. Barnabas is doing a Across the Pond show in, I believe it's coming out November 1st, which should be a lot of fun as well.
Yeah, Barnabas is here.
Yeah, I just saw him.
So he can let us know. I wasn't sure. Yeah, Saturday and take one. But yeah, I wasn't sure if it was the 1st or the 4th.
Yeah, I can't remember the date. The Can Heath Say Saturday in One Take is from my last video. The video I posted at 6:30 today for some reason. And I don't think it was Saturday. I think the word was September that I was trying to say. And I could not say September. And then Barnabas Junction just asked, why did Ray choose Sidetrack Sunday? I think it's interesting that everyone thinks that it was Ray that chose to set up Sidetrack Sunday. I mean, that might be true. I just think it's interesting that that's the story that everyone seems sticking with.
Well, he is the founding father of it.
He is the founding father of it, but there are 4 of us, and any one of us could have made the suggestion to expand Sidetrack Sunday.
Yeah, because he was always just once a month.
Correct. Yep.
So, hey, maybe that's a bit of a hint for people. I doubt it because I'm more lost now than I was before. So, But anything else that you want to share, Heath, with everybody? You do have Teesprings. Did you find the link or?
Yeah, I found the link and posted it. I have Teespring, I have a Patreon, and I'm doing that because I gotta buy some decoders. I gotta, there's certain things that kind of help keep things going. So I'm doing that.
Well, do you have a
Um,
page or something that you can show all your Patreons and stuff and your Teesprings?
I do.
Splash screen, maybe?
I do.
Just like that.
Yeah. So one of the things I've been trying to do is create these little, slates of information. So just a, kind of a brief little image of my Teespring store. You can kind of see some things that are on there, and then just want to, thank my my patrons on Patreon. Yeah, Heath is cool. Say this BOT.
Bot.
Back on track?
No, bot. You called everybody bots earlier.
Oh.
Follow along, would you?
Sorry, I can't remember. I'm so nervous that something's about to happen that I'm forgetting what happened 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, me too. And I actually have it all written down. So, but like I said, that's pretty much what I got. If you want to share anything else, now's your chance.
No, I mean, I've just enjoyed meeting everybody. The live streams have really helped me sort of connect with more people, learn about what more people are doing, and it's been good. It's been fun. I've enjoyed this period of time that I've had to do this, and it's been really great.
I guess that's one question I haven't asked you tonight that I have asked a couple other people, and there's a few new people in the chat and stuff. But doing YouTube videos and live streams, did you ever think it would turn into making real friendships?
I didn't. I had a time back in the day before you could video chat where like I'd chat with people online, and it was always really weird, like connecting with people virtually. But when you can do these sort of hangouts or these interviews like we're doing now, or even like what you were doing Sundays at 5, where you would just invite people up to chat and actually be able to see somebody and hear their voice, then when you go back and chat with them later, it's a whole different perspective. And it's been really great. And it's also been really great with what's going on now to like talk to people in the UK, talk to people in Australia, and we're all going through a similar thing. It's not just it's not just me in my apartment that's suffering. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, it's been very good, and it was surprising, but I'm glad it happened.
The other thing I can kind of add to that too is you get to know the people in the chat with the live streams and with the videos and stuff like that, plus the videos that they're posting also. When you actually do get to meet those people, it's almost like you've known them for a long time. So
yeah,
like I know the first time I went down to meet Vinny, I had already watched his channel probably for a year and a half, and I got there and it was like I was going to meet my next door neighbor type thing. Like I felt like I was so close to him already. He wasn't somebody new that I was going to meet, but yet it was the first time I met him. So.
And I'm definitely struggling. I mean, Jerry's doing a meetup down at Yankee Dabbler this weekend coming up.
October 3rd, isn't
it? Saturday, whatever Saturday's date is coming up. Which
Can't help.
I have no idea what it is. But I'd love to get down there, and I'm really struggling with this whole thing of, how valuable is it? How important it is for me to get on from multiple different pieces of public transportation to get to meet these people versus sort of being, safe.
And that's one thing to look at too, like what you've got to do. I think most people that are going there are one person, one car, and they're
driving.
going.
Yeah.
If you could find somebody that's going there that's close to you, great. But myself, if I was you, I probably wouldn't do it just for that kind of meet and greet.
And
like,
it's the same thing.
Everything, but not to put your own safety at risk. Or
yeah, my train club's the same thing. It's a subway to one train to another train to an Uber just to get there, and then I have to reverse it to come back. And as much as I want to get there, I just
There'll be many
I'm
more.
not quite ready yet. Not quite ready yet. So
Trust me, there'll be many more. So
yeah,
I'm sure
that's true.
Dabbler, the way Yankee Dabbler's reaching out to people, and Eric Hall too. I'm sure there'll be probably a couple a year that they might even host them. So you never know. Something I'm throwing out to you guys, I guess. Yankee Dabbler and Eric Hall. It's a big community. So
Yeah.
there's lots of
Yeah,
people
it
in the area for you guys. So
yeah.
makes for great video. So but
Barnabas had asked the question that I thought was interesting. He
but he's
said,
already got so many other questions. Like, why do we have to read another one? But go ahead.
okay, we can skip it.
No,
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 I mean,
go
it's
ahead.
fine. We can skip it.
No, you like Barnabas's Junction. You can read his question.
He's asking good questions. Just because he's a better interviewer than you are, you don't have to get all upset. So speaking of Barnabas's question, the question he asked was, "Who's your favorite YouTube channel?"
Well, we know who it ain't now.
I don't know that I have a favorite. I have a couple of favorites. I will say that some of my favorites, though, are ones where people are interacting more. Like, there were a couple channels that I really liked, but you'd post a comment and there wouldn't be much of a dialogue. So there is no favorite, but I like the dialogue. I like things. I just throw it out. Freddie made a video recently where Sparky and I were, coworkers during the video, and he threw in a bunch of the YouTube channels. And it's those types of videos that I really enjoy, where people are, interacting even within a pre-recorded video.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I haven't said anything to that one yet, because when I see videos and stuff like that, I want to kind of watch it 2-3 times, get it all, just make sure I'm getting the context properly.
There was a lot in that. It's very obvious he spent a lot of time working on that video, and he's not doing it for anything except for kind of having something the community can kind of get behind and joke around with.
Yeah, for sure. And you can tell he's having fun with it, for sure.
So, yeah, absolutely.
So we'll get one more question, then we're going to let everybody promote their channels at the same time.
Yep.
So, guys, I want to know how many followers you have following your channels, any contests you have coming up, any new videos you have coming up soon. Throw it all up in the chat. Chat seems to be scrolling pretty good right now, but if not, the replay hopefully is awesome. So let us know in the chat. But for right now, question: if and when you get back to work, Heath, how do you see that affecting your channel?
Yeah, so part of why I've been putting in as much work as I have right now is because my goal is that when I do go back to work, I'll be able to cut down to one video a week and then the one live stream a month. And I'll still be able to maintain some momentum and maintain the connection that I have with all of the people that I've met along the way. So yeah, it's a lot of what I'm doing now is because I am planning for that moment.
It just makes me smile when I see him say this one is Rabo Bell, like Rodney's live stream. Like him and I were on Hot Rod Rodney's live stream once. I think we took it over basically.
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun. You put Ray and I together in any kind of a live stream, it's good for some crying, laughing. So
yeah,
I was really surprised he kicked me out after 2 minutes on Sunday. I couldn't believe it.
There's some people's live streams, and Ray is definitely one of them, where it's just like you can't stop watching. It's just fun, and it
is it fun, or you just know the train wreck's coming?
Well, and that's I went live last Friday and set up the layout for the very first time, not having tested anything, and yeah, I think people were watching for the train wreck, but I think that's part of it too, is people were watching for the train wreck, but when there was a problem, people were also jumping in and supporting as well. So yeah,
very helpful community for sure. So
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so everybody else seems to be saying the good nights too. And we had a few channels pop up, say what their content was. Didn't see anything about contests coming up yet. Current subscribers for TSG Multimedia, 36,751. I'm the one. That's me right there. I can actually point to that, and that's me.
I think John would be a good one to ask how to grow a YouTube channel.
I think I asked him that during the live interview that I had with him.
Okay.
But I know him and I have talked about it before. I won't let the cat out of the bag. Maybe somebody else will interview him at some point. Heath, you never know.
So, yeah.
But like I said, that's pretty much what I've got tonight, guys. And Possum Bio's got 119. Jack, always remember, a wreck is a good thing. Sure. No more questions, Barnabas. Go to bed. 229 new rail fanning video tomorrow. That's awesome.
Nice.
And Nate's saying something about a train wreck too. Steve 87 PSAP 214 still building a crane. I know I got to go back and watch your new one.
That was impressive, that crane build.
I haven't seen his last one yet. So PG Train Fanatic content adventures with Barry coming soon. And I think a lot of that's with his Patreon. So if you want to be part of his content and his adventure series, be a Patreon of his and he'll use your name. When is the time to change? Question. Good night, everybody. So yeah, I think I'm pretty much up to where the chat stopped again. So that's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, hey, it's always a pleasure talking to you. And yeah, we've connected off of YouTube a few times too. You've become a pretty good friend of mine also. So I think it's good having you on. Teasing you a little bit. I knew the chat would get to you a lot more than I would though. So
yeah, no, I appreciate all your support and letting me stream, last Sunday for you and stuff. It's definitely helped me grow both as the channel, but also, having the opportunity to do that kind of hangout style thing was very different as well. So
yeah, well, you never know. You might just do that again for me.
We'll have to see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Might need a break some point.
We can definitely work that out if it happens.
Yeah, for sure. Even TSG is saying thanks for coming, Heath. Usually he's when I'm getting close to done. He's like, thanks for leaving.
So I'm curious if people know if I started out my video picking up a coffee cup and drinking, whose video would I be imitating? Because there's very distinctly a person that I think of when I think of the video opening with them sort of very gently walking in and taking a sip from a coffee cup.
Yeah, and he was in the chat tonight.
He was, yeah. See, I mean, you knew right away.
Oh, of course I did. He was actually at my house for some of it.
Oh, was he? That's great.
Yeah, he called me and sent me some messages and stuff when he was coming back from the UK. He actually asked to stop at my place for an overnight stay and take him back. So Amy picked him up at the airport, stayed here for a day and a night.
Awesome.
We took him back the next day, and then he flew home. So, but nobody's guessed. So
not yet, at least. I mean, everybody may have checked out already, so nobody may be paying attention anymore.
There's still 50 people in here, 51 actually. So,
oh, there you go.
I don't want to go run too late because, like I said, Michael McCarville tonight's on right after I am, and Nate's just jumping at the bit here because he's his number one fan and moderator. I'm sure he's trying to remind me, get the heck off the live stream. Michael wants to go live. So that's it for me, guys. I'm going to call it a night. We'll end the broadcast here. Thanks for joining us. Like I said, always a lot of fun hanging out with you. Humanity Junction. And check out his channel, guys. It's been in the chat a few times. If I actually get rid of that and you can see our names, my name is actually his name tonight. His is actually his. Hey, you smart arse.
I changed it when you didn't see me. I was changing it throughout the whole thing. I said Heath is great, and I said it's not Heath's fault. Yeah, and
not at all. Okay, so I changed what I just said. I did not have a good night with you, so don't come back, please.
So there were two people in the chat that knew who it was as well.
I've seen a couple of people say it, yeah. So
yeah,
I guess it was David Atkins.
Yep,
for sure. That's a dead giveaway. Walking up to a coffee cup. So Okay, guys, that's a good night from me. It's a good night from Heath. Maybe. All right.
Good night, everyone.
He'll just salute you. Take it easy, guys, and we'll talk to you next time. Tomorrow night, don't forget, we got Hot Rod Rodney, 7 p.m. But right now, head over Michael McCarville's channel. He's on right now. Bye, guys.